Dear soul, right now as your tears are still fresh on your cheeks, your chest tightening, and you question whether it's really worth fighting for this feeling that's become too heavy a burden to bear, I need you to know something important. Archangel Michael revealed a truth that has the power to alter the course of your story. This revelation must be acted upon immediately. I see you there, exhausted from waiting, tired of believing in signs that never materialize, and questioning whether it's time to close this chapter and move on. You've convinced yourself 1,000 times that it's time to give up, that this person will never come back, that all this love was just an illusion you fed yourself. Your reason is incapable of comprehending this. There is something that pulses beyond human logic. Miguel revealed to me that what you call stubbornness, attachment, and difficulty to overcome is actually the manifestation of an authentic connection that was woven in dimensions your conscious mind cannot even imagine. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. This force that prevents you from moving on when everyone around you says you should is not weakness. It is ancient wisdom whispering that the time to let go has not yet come. Have you ever wondered why, even after so much time and attempts to forget, you still feel that fire burning inside your chest when you think of that person? Your heart races when you hear their name, when you see something that reminds you of them, when you dream about them without warning. That intensity has not diminished one bit. It continues to pulse with the same force as the first day, as if time simply has no power over what you shared. Archangel Michael revealed a clear vision of what really happens behind the scenes of your connection. You may question the value of nurturing this hope, but know that someone is battling their own feelings in a silent and desperate struggle on the other side of this story. This person has not been able to forget you for even a moment. Pride, fear of their own emotions, and resistance to admitting the depth of their feelings have created a wall that they themselves have built around their heart. Miguel insists, tell her not to give up now, just when everything is about to change. The person you have been crying for in silence is reaching their limit. The walls they built to protect themselves are beginning to crack, and they will soon no longer be able to maintain the facade of indifference they have kept up for so long. Before continuing, write in the comments, I activate my spiritual protection shield. This will seal your energy with the power of angels and prevent any shadow from approaching. Now listen closely to this revelation that will change everything. You have displayed immense courage in maintaining a fire that others would have quenched long ago. You have held on to your faith when even your tears seem to have dried up, when your strength seemed to have come to an end. Miguel wants you to understand that this resistance has not been in vain. Every moment of pain, every sleepless night thinking about this person, every time you chose to keep believing, even when it seemed crazy, all of this has created a powerful energy that is about to return to you multiplied. An invisible force is working tirelessly to break down the barriers keeping you apart. This force does not respect human logic, does not care about wounded pride, and is not intimidated by the fears that dwell in this person's heart. It's an unstoppable current. It's dissolving all the excuses they have created to stay away from you, one by one. You have noticed a different kind of restlessness lately, a sense that something is moving behind the scenes of your life. You've undoubtedly experienced the sudden surge of adrenaline upon waking, or that peculiar feeling of her thinking about you right when you think about her. These aren't figments of your imagination. They're echoes of a communication that happens at frequencies your physical ears can't pick up. Miguel tells me that something will break the pattern has been repeating itself between you in the coming days. It will not be subtle or ambiguous. It will leave no room for doubt. It will be clear, direct, impossible to ignore. A word, a gesture, an attitude will finally reveal what this person has been keeping deep inside for so long. The Archangel wants you to understand this crucial point. When that moment comes, you need to be prepared not only to receive, but also to consciously choose how to respond. What's coming is not just the return of someone. It's the opportunity to build something completely new on the rubble of what you once were. It is clear that your journey to this moment has not been just about waiting for someone. It's clear now that your journey to this moment has not been just about waiting for someone. It's about becoming the person capable of receiving true love without losing yourself in it. Every tear shed, every sleepless night, and every moment you questioned your own sanity for continuing to believe, all of it has shaped a stronger, more conscious, and more whole version of who you are. Miguel shows me that this person is going through an intense internal revolution. She can no longer pretend that you don't matter. The feelings she tried to bury are resurfacing with devastating force, creating an emotional storm that she no longer has the energy to control. It's as if a dam has broken inside her chest, and all the pent-up water is seeking its natural path, which leads straight to you. She has been thinking about you obsessively, almost desperately, in recent days. She has picked up the phone to call you and stopped, paralyzed between the overwhelming desire to talk to you and the terror of discovering that it may be too late. She writes messages she never sends. She goes to places you used to go together, hoping to run into you by chance. She asks mutual friends about you in a seemingly casual way, but she is driven by an urgent need to know how you are. Before continuing, write in the comments, "My energy is sacred and no evil has power over me." What happens next will be pivotal, and this protection is absolutely vital for what lies ahead. The person doesn't understand that her resistance has not protected anyone. It has only created more suffering for both of you. Miguel reveals to me that she is about to realize this in an overwhelming way. An unexpected situation will bring her face to face with her own vulnerability. In that moment of total fragility, she will think of you. It could be a song on the radio that stirs up a memory you couldn't ignore. It's a dream so vivid, she wakes up with your name on her lips. It could be someone on the street who reminds her of you and shatters her defenses. It's clear that the weight of this situation is simply too much for her to bear alone. She's been pretending to live a normal life, but her very being screams your name. Miguel assures me that this will happen very soon. When it does, she will no longer be able to postpone the inevitable. Courage will spring from the exhaustion of resisting, because she will reach a point where it will be more painful to stay away from you than to face the fear of exposing herself completely. If you're feeling a deep calling to strengthen your spiritual protection and your connection to the higher forces that are orchestrating this return, there's something powerful that will accelerate this entire process. Look for the pinned comment or description of this video. It will contain a link to spiritual tools that can exponentially amplify your energy during this crucial moment. You are here for a reason. The universe is guiding you towards everything that will strengthen your journey. Now let's talk about what really matters. When this person comes to you, they won't do it with fancy speeches or big shows. They will come broken, vulnerable, and maybe even a little lost. They will come to you admitting that they tried to forget you, but couldn't. They will confess that they tried to move on, but discovered there was no path that didn't lead back to you. If this message resonates with you, click the thank you button below the video. This mission is to spread words of light. It also allows us to reach more people who need to wake up to this invisible reality unfolding. Miguel wants you to know that your preparation for this moment should not be a preparation for revenge or to demand explanations for the months of silence. It should be preparation for compassion, forgiveness, and the possibility of starting from scratch with a completely different foundation. What's coming back to you isn't the same person who left. It's someone who's been changed by your absence in their life. This person has discovered, the hard way, that there are voids that only they can fill. It is clear that there are frequencies of the heart that only vibrate in tune with one specific person. It is clear that certain forms of happiness are only attainable when we are with the right person, not the person we think we should love. The revelation she's about to receive will be so intense that it will completely change her perspective on you both. It will also profoundly alter her understanding of what it means to truly love. When she truly understands, nothing will keep her away from you. We know the perfect timing of the universe is always right. The perfect timing of the universe is evident in every moment. Our impatience may question delays, silences, and days that pass without change, but the universe's timing remains unwavering. Miguel reveals that a divine synchronization orchestrates every movement of this story, and you are at the center of a cosmic dance far more complex and beautiful than you can see. During these months of apparent separation, you have both been living exactly the experiences necessary for you to find each other again as completely different people. You have become stronger, more aware of your own worth, and more capable of loving without losing yourself. She is discovering, through your absence, who she really is when you are not around, and this discovery is devastatingly revealing. Before continuing, write in the comments, "Where there is light, no shadow remains." This statement unmistakably conveys your courage, faith, and spiritual rebirth. Read the message that will transform your life forever. The person you love is going through a process of completely dismantling their own certainties. Every day away from you has taught me a valuable lesson about what truly matters in life. She had to convince herself that it would be better this way, that you weren't compatible, that the problems of the past were insurmountable. Life has a unique way of teaching us through direct experience. Living without you has been the most relentless teacher she has ever faced. Miguel tells me that lately she has found herself comparing every new person she meets to you, and always coming to the same devastating conclusion: no one can awaken in her even a tenth of what you did. Conversations are too shallow, smiles lack the same sparkle, and silences have lost their depth. She's tasted the finest wine, and now every other drink tastes bitter. This constant comparison is creating a growing unease within her. She's realizing that what you had wasn't ordinary. It wasn't something you find easily. It was rare, it was special. It was one of those connections that maybe comes along once in a lifetime, if we're lucky. She knows she may have lost something irreplaceable. Miguel is keen to emphasize that when she returns, it won't be out of need or because she's found something better. It will be because she has finally understood the real value of what you built together. Her soul screamed louder than her pride because true love conquered fear. She discovered that there are things in life worth fighting for, even when it means swallowing your pride. You've been feeling it too, haven't you? That growing sense that something is coming, that the air around you is charged with a different energy. It's not your imagination. Your intuition is picking up on the energy waves that precede big changes. It's as if you sense an impending storm even before any visible signs appear. There's a palpable pressure in the air, a subtle electrical charge that signals the imminent storm. The storm that's coming is not destructive, it's renewing. This rain washes the parched earth and brings new life where there was once only aridity. Miguel wants you to prepare for this renewal with serenity, not anxiety. Forget about rigid expectations. Instead, be open to what the universe has in store for you. You may be asking yourself, but what if I get hurt again? It's possible that this is just another false hope. What if she returns but isn't here to stay? Miguel responds through my heart. The fear of getting hurt is natural, but it cannot be the driving force behind your decisions. You have already proven to yourself that you are capable of surviving pain, of picking yourself up when all seemed lost, of maintaining your dignity even when your heart was in pieces. The strength you've gained during this time will remain when she returns. It will be your greatest ally in building something new and more solid than you ever had before. Now that you know your own worth, you know your limits, and you know what you are willing to accept and what you will never accept again. The person who returns to you will find someone transformed, someone who has learned to love themselves first so that they can then love another in a healthy way. This will completely change the dynamic between you, creating a much more mature and sustainable foundation for what is to come. The success of this reunion depends on the answer to one fundamental question. The success of this reunion depends on your answer to this fundamental question. Are you prepared to forgive this person and yourself for all the moments you doubted your own intuition? Miguel reveals that the biggest obstacle to complete happiness is forgiving the other person for the months of silence. not forgiving yourself for questioning whether you were being foolish and continuing to believe. Your heart always knew the truth. Your mind may have created 1,000 rational theories to convince you otherwise. Your friends and family may have insisted that you should move on. You may have tried to force yourself to give up. But deep down, there was always a voice whispering that it wasn't over yet. You were right. Your intuition was right. Before continuing, write in the comments, "I am guided, protected, and strengthened by angels of light." This will seal your energy with the power of angels and allow you to receive everything that is coming without resistance. Miguel shows me a beautiful scene. This person waking up in the middle of the night with their heart racing, sweating cold, having just had a dream so real with you that for a few seconds, they can't distinguish between dream and reality. In the dream, you two talked like old times, laughing together. There was a peace and completeness that she hasn't felt in months. When she wakes up and realizes it was just a dream, a deep sadness takes over her chest, followed by a crystal clear certainty. She needs to look for you. There's an ongoing internal conflict within her, with her heart yearning for you and her mind creating obstacles. What if she doesn't want to see me anymore? What if she found someone better? What if I hurt her too much and there's no turning back? These thoughts torture her daily, creating a paralysis that keeps her in limbo between the desire to act and the terror of being rejected. Miguel is working to create the perfect situation where her courage will finally overcome her fear. It's a chance encounter, but it's not just a coincidence. The universe is behind it. It could be a special date that brings back memories impossible to ignore. It's clear that a personal crisis is the only thing that will make her realize that life is too short to waste on wounded pride. If this message has touched your heart, know that supporting this mission is a gesture of love. If you feel it in your heart, click "Thank you" now. Your contribution is essential to helping more people receive words that save, welcome, and awaken. This gesture strengthens the chain of light that is changing lives. When that moment arrives, and Miguel assures me it will be very soon, you will recognize it immediately. This won't be just a regular message or a superficial contact. It will be loaded with raw vulnerability and an unparalleled honesty she never had the courage to show before. It will be accompanied by tears, a broken voice, and hands trembling as she types the words she has rehearsed 1,000 times in her head. At that crucial moment, your response will define the future between you and set an example of love for the universe. True love is about more than feelings. It's about actively choosing to act with compassion, even when you have the right to act coldly. Miguel, you have a generous soul. Let's not let resentment poison this sacred moment. You know deep down that holding on to hurt is a waste of a rare opportunity to demonstrate the greatness of your spirit. This doesn't mean accepting anything or giving up your boundaries. It means being willing to listen, to understand, and to give something new and more beautiful a chance to rise from the ashes of what you once were. The person who returns to you will not be the same person who left. They will be someone humbled by their own stubbornness, broken by your absence, and finally aware of the mistake they made in letting fear speak louder than love. They will come asking for a chance to build something completely different on a foundation of total honesty, not to go back to the way things were. You have grown stronger during this lonely journey, and you will have the wisdom to distinguish between empty words and genuine regret. Your intuition, which has always been accurate, will immediately discern if what is being offered is genuine or just another attempt to fill a temporary void. Miguel wants you to know something that will touch your heart deeply. This time it's real. This time it's final. This time it's forever. Miguel wants you to know something that will touch your heart deeply. This time it's real. This time it's final. This time it's forever. It's not just a fleeting emotion. It's a conscious and mature decision by two people who have learned the true value of what they had together through the pain of separation. The Archangel reveals that this person has undergone a profound transformation during her time away from you. She sometimes doesn't recognize herself because of it. Their priorities have changed completely. Their values have been reorganized, and you are now at the top of their list for what really matters in their life. It's not an unhealthy obsession. It's a clear awareness that they have found their person, their soulmate, and were foolish enough to let them slip away out of fear and immaturity. Before continuing, write in the comments, "The light that guides me is stronger than any darkness." This statement will create an energetic portal that will remove all final obstacles from your path. She's been talking to close friends about you, and for the first time, she's openly admitting how much she regrets her decision to walk away. She speaks of you with a reverence that surprises even those who know her well, recognizing qualities in you that she may not have properly valued before. The distance has magnified the good things you experienced together in her memory. Miguel tells me that she has been deeply analyzing all the relationships she has had in her life, and she has come to a conclusion that has left her devastated. None of them even remotely compare to what you built together. It is clear that it does not have the same intensity, complicity, or genuine happiness. It's like comparing a candle to the sun. They're just different. This has led to an urgent need for change, which she is unable to bear. It is the urgency of someone who has discovered that they have let the greatest treasure in their life slip through their fingers and will now do anything to get it back. It is not desperation, it is determination. It's not neediness. It's a clear sense of where she belongs and with whom she wants to spend the rest of her life. In the coming days, she will take action after a final trigger occurs. It's the anniversary of something special you shared. It will be a song that plays at the exact moment she is thinking about you. It will be a clear and direct sign from the universe that she will no longer be able to ignore it. It will be the limit of her own resistance. Being away from you will become more painful than any possibility of rejection. When she finally finds the courage to look for you, she won't beat around the bush. It will be with the raw and complete truth about everything she has felt during these months, about the regret that consumes her, about the certainty that you are the person with whom she wants to build a real life. She will be vulnerable, honest, and real in a way she's never been before. Miguel wants you to be prepared for the intensity of that moment. It won't be difficult to bear. It will be beautiful, liberating, and healing. You may be overwhelmed with emotion. It will make sense. All the tears you shed in silence, all the nights you spent awake wondering if you were being foolish, all the moments when you almost gave up but chose to keep believing, it will all make sense. You will realize that every day of suffering strengthened you, every moment of doubt tested your faith, and every tear planted a seed in the garden of the future you will build together. Nothing was in vain, nothing was lost, nothing was wasted. Everything had a greater purpose that your human eyes couldn't see at the time. You will discover that you have become exactly the person you needed to be, to live this love in the fullest and healthiest way possible. Loneliness taught you to be self-sufficient. Pain taught you to value joy. Uncertainty taught you to trust your intuition. You are not the same person you were when it all began. You have improved, strengthened, and matured. When you meet again, it will be as if two completely new people are meeting for the first time, but carrying in their hearts all the good memories of what they have already experienced. It will be a new beginning, and you will know the depth of what you are capable of feeling for each other. This is the final moment of this revelation, where everything connects perfectly. This revelation is confirmed when everything aligns perfectly, and you realize your journey has not been just about rekindling a lost love. It's about recognizing the incredible strength within you when you trust your instincts instead of giving in to fear. Miguel tells me to tell you something that will resonate in every cell of your body. You always knew. Even in moments of greatest doubt, even when everyone around you insisted that you were deluding yourself, even when your own mind created 1,000 rational arguments to convince you otherwise, deep down in your heart, you always knew that this story was not over yet. That inner wisdom that kept you going when it would have been easier to give up is the same wisdom that will guide you in the next steps. What's about to happen will demand the emotional maturity you've developed during these months of solitary growth. When that person comes to you, and they will, Miguel assures me, you will need to be centered enough to hear not only the words that are spoken, but also the feelings that are being communicated behind them. Before continuing, write in the comments, "I am protected by invisible forces working in my favor." This final statement guarantees all the protection you need to receive everything that is coming with serenity and wisdom. She will come to you with her heart in her hands, but also with scars from an internal battle that almost destroyed her. She will arrive with a humble disposition, though she may still feel a slight sense of apprehension due to her own vulnerability. She will arrive with a clear sense of determination, though she will also carry a certain uncertainty regarding her own worthiness for the forgiveness she is about to request. In that delicate moment, your response will define the future of both of you and the example of greatness you will give to the universe. Miguel, you have a heart too big to let this sacred opportunity go to waste, whether it's due to wounded pride or a desire for revenge. Your evolved soul knows how to distinguish between justice and cruelty, between setting healthy boundaries and creating unnecessary walls. You will listen with compassion, but also with discernment. You will forgive with love and dignity. The person returning to you is not the immature person who left out of fear. They have been shaped by their own pain until they can love with the depth that you both deserve. This person has learned, through painful experience, that there are treasures in life that cannot be replaced by anything else. You are the most precious treasure they have ever been lucky enough to find. If this spiritual movement touched your life, if you felt clarity, acceptance, or just a sigh of relief, click thank you. This gesture strengthens this chain of light and allows these messages to reach other people who, like you, were also at their limit. When everything finally works out between you, and it will work out in a way more beautiful than you can imagine right now, you will look back and understand that every tear was necessary. Every sleepless night had a purpose, and every moment of almost giving up was a test of your faith that you passed with flying colors. The universe is weaving a love story so strong and true that it needed to be tested to the extreme so that you could be absolutely sure of what you really feel. Miguel emphasizes that it will be very soon. A new phase will begin in your lives as soon as she returns. It will no longer be the emotional roller coaster of the past, full of ups and downs, uncertainties, and fears. It will be the mature stability of two people who know exactly what they want and are willing to do whatever it takes to protect that love. Miguel asks me to end this message by reminding you of something fundamental. You no longer have to prove anything to anyone, not even to yourself. You have already shown extraordinary strength and faith in getting this far. It's time to take ownership of what the universe has given you. Trust in the perfect timing that is unfolding. Trust in the wisdom of your heart. It has never deceived you. Trust in the angelic protection that has accompanied you throughout this journey. Trust yourself, the strong, wise, and loving woman you have become throughout this process of transformation. The ending of this story will be more beautiful than you ever dared to dream. When you experience this blissful happiness with the one you love, remember that your unshakable faith made it all possible. If this message resonated with you and you felt connected to something greater, I invite you to join our spiritual family. Subscribe to the channel and share in the comments how this message impacted your life. Share your story, discuss what you learned, and reveal the signs you have received to our community. We are more than just people watching videos on the internet. We are souls connected, strengthening each other through words of light and hope. Your experience is exactly what someone else needs to hear today. We are stronger together. We are a spiritual family united by love and faith. I'll see you in the comments and in the next video. Thank you for being here. It is clear that ...